Hello everyone. This is my first arrangement of the three, and what you're going to need is some floral wire and some floral tape, of course wire cutters. You're going to need some berries from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some roses. These are the velvet roses in white and in pink. And any vase of your choice. I'm just using this one to measure out, but I'm actually going to use another one once it's finished drying because I actually spray painted that one. So first you want to do is measure out your vase, make sure you know where to cut your flowers, your stems. Once you figure that out, you just start cutting. For this arrangement, I'm going to start out with 5 pink roses, excuse me, and I'm going to start out with 5 white roses and 3 berries. So now, once you start putting your arrangement together, you may need to add or take away, but that's where I'm going to start off. So right here, where I'm starting off with the pink in the middle, and then I'm going to put the 2 berries on the side. And then I'm going to add a white on either side. You usually try to do a mirror image on the arrangement. So wherever you start in the middle, whatever you do on the right, you also want to try to do on the left. So right here, I'm going to start off with this, and then I'm just going to take some wire and I'm going to wrap it around really tight because I want to keep these really close together, almost like a bouquet, because essentially that is what I'm making, is a bouquet. And then I'm just going to keep adding my flowers, and I'm going to try to do exactly the same thing on either side of the flowers, on either side of the floral arrangement. And then each time I add another layer, I'm going to add some more wire to keep everything tight and together. Now I'm going to do the back side, and I'm going to do exactly what I did on the front side of the arrangement. Once I get those on, I'm going to add some more wire to keep everything tight and together. And I got this wire from Walmart, and it was pretty inexpensive. The floral tape I actually got from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to wrap it all the way around the stems just to keep everything together and so that the wire doesn't, prick your finger. Just going to cut off the excess. And you're basically done. Now you can put it in any vase that it'll fit in. Okay, this is my second arrangement. I'm going to use this candle holder that I actually got from the Goodwill. It was only $3.99. And I'm going to use this floral foam ball that I got from the Dollar Tree. And of course, I'm going to use my wire cutters again. Just going to push that in. It's got a nice tight fit, so I don't need to glue anything. There. So now on this one, I'm going to use white roses and I'm going to use green berries. And I got all of this from the Dollar Tree, except for the wire cutters. Those came from Walmart. So then I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the first arrangement. I'm going to cut all the stems off, and then I'm going to measure the length on them. And these are the velvet roses. They seem to be a little bit better quality than the queen roses, but they're all about the same. So these are too long, so I'm going to have to cut them down to fit this vase. Candle holder turned into a vase. So I'm going to start out in the very center of the circle, and then I'm going to work my way out. And whatever I do on one side of the center, I'm going to try to do the exact same thing on the other side until I get to the very end, and then wherever I have open spots, I'll just start filling it in with flowers that I think look interesting. So now that I filled everything in, I have some open spaces that I'm going to fill in with some more roses. I'm just going to take this one and just fill in where I have the open spot. And that seemed to have filled it in quite well. Now these berries, I'm going to just kind of pull everything down, pull these leaves down to kind of hang over the sides. I just kind of like the way those leaves look hanging down. Just one more open spot there that I'm going to fill in with some berries. Now the berries look like they're poking out too far, so I'm just going to cut those down just so they're not poking out further than the roses. Once I do that, it's basically done. Okay, this is my last arrangement for this video, number 3, and I'm going to be using this foam that I got from the Dollar Tree and this vase that I got from the Goodwill. And I'm going to use white roses again, and I'm going to use these hydrangeas. Now I got these hydrangeas from the Goodwill. I got this big bunch for like $3, but the Dollar Tree does have hydrangeas as well. So I'm just going to start cutting off, just like I did with the 2 previous arrangements, just cutting off all the stems. And once I get all the stems cut off, I'm going to start making the arrangement. I'm going to start with right in the center with one of the hydrangeas, and I'm going to try to do the exact same thing on either side of the hydrangea, and then just go ahead and get a pattern going. And then when I finish with my pattern, if I have any open spots, then I'm just going to fill it in with some flowers to make it look kind of interesting. So whatever I do on this side, I'm going to try to do on the other side if I have enough space. If I don't have enough space, then I'll fill in what I can. And once you do this and you pull down the leaves over the sides of the vase, you're basically done. Each of these arrangements only took me about 10 minutes each, really less than 10 minutes each. I didn't glue any of these things down to the vase because I like to change up a lot, so I really didn't want any glue in there to where it would make it difficult for me to take them out. But I have 3 more arrangements that I'm going to do, and that's going to come up in another video in another week or so. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.